Coach, is it normal to not want to be in a relationship? I lost all trust in women. It's so peaceful now.
You want a woman that makes your dick hard, not your life hard. And so right now you don't have anybody to make your dick hard. So, or your life hard for that matter. So have fun. Enjoy yourself. Go be social because it's usually when you're just out having a good time with people you love and you care about and who care about you, or you're just hanging out by yourself enjoying something. Like I know um, in the next, I think next few weeks, the Palm Beach boat show is happening. And if you're into boats and you don't have anybody to go to the boat show with, go by yourself. There's beautiful women there. Just stuff like that. Or take yourself to a hockey game. There's always hot girls at hockey games. There's always hot girls at football games. Just go do something fun that you enjoy. Take yourself out for a cocktail if you're comfortable going out and hanging out by yourself. You don't need a wingman or anybody. Just go have a good time. Because you never know when you're going to turn around or you're just having lunch at a bar. Maybe you're at a nice restaurant, eating lunch at the bar, and a smoking hot girl comes and sits next to you because she liked what she saw when she walked in. And then you start shooting the shit. Come to find out, you have a ton of things in common. You actually even know some of the same people. Life happens when you move. Stagnation happens when you die.
Coach, I want to go skiing, but my wife is too tired and wants to watch TV. Do I leave her at home alone and go skiing?
Hell
Yep.
yeah! Hell yeah, the fun bus is on the ski slopes.
Yeah.
And if she don't want to come, then you could always jokingly say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll find a cute snow buddy on the slopes that I can bring home for you.
I mean, are you on vacation and she wants to stay inside?
Oh,
Like,
that's lame.
oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
It happens.
Skiing's expensive too.
If you're one of the things that's always fun, that's easy to do, is like snowmobile tours when
Ooh.
you're skiing. Those are a lot of fun because that's something that's easy to do. It's she just basically sits and gives it gas and steers.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the guides are usually really fun. They take you out in nature and you see all kinds of animals. It's so beautiful and peaceful. So you can do that.
Why is she so tired? What's wrong
Maybe
with her?
she's pregnant
Eating too many
and
bonbons.
hasn't told him yet.
Just get a Celsius.
She doesn't want to do it. So tell her to go. Say, hey, here's a couple $100. Go shop till you drop in town. Like if you're in Breckenridge, Breckenridge is a really fun ski place to go hang out at. It's like there's lots of little shops. Give her some money and tell her to go shopping while you hit the slopes, and tell her to buy something sexy because you're going to take her out for a nice date in the evening.
Advice for a young, stable man just moved to downtown San Diego. Where are places to find high quality women, people, and friends?
The places that you're going to find them are the places that have the kind of activities that you really love and enjoy. So go lose yourself in your hobbies and your interests. What do you love doing for fun? Go figure it out. Go mingle. There's, San Diego. There's, you have wine and beer festivals. They have food festivals. They have, like I know where I live, once a quarter they shut the street down and they do all kinds of. They have artists from all over the country that come here to sell their sculptures or their paintings or all kinds of other stuff. So get out and go mingle with other people. And the more the activity is something that's fun and enjoyable, maybe there's, like San Diego is, because I've been to trade shows and stuff there. San Diego is a great place for conventions. So maybe you're in like a Comic-Con convention or something like that. I mean, go to a sporting event. It's go lose yourself in things you love and enjoy. What's so funny, Jade?
Yeah, what's
You
going
got a
on?
good one over there.
No, I'm just
You're busting out
I'm like,
laughing.
my eyes are like tearing. So the guy, the Tiago Marquez, he's like, P.S. We also talked about sex. I guess, namely about going on in hold number 2. She says only after marriage. I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
Whatever. Some guys like that shit. I had a buddy that used to like to do anal with his girlfriend, and then he would pull it out, and she'd turn right around and lick it clean. And then they would make out, and then go back to fucking again. And I was like, "You're fucking weird, dude." I was like, "Whatever. I don't judge." His. And the funny thing was his girlfriend was real pretty, and she liked to smoke. And one of our mutual friends, I won't say who it is, we used to call her dumpster breath
Ugh. Ew.
because she always had bad breath, and so whenever she'd be around us and she had a shitty breath, and my friends were with us, we'd look at them. It's like, bro, you guys been doing it again like that?
Oh my
You've
God.
been backdooring it again right before we got together?
That's disgusting. Would like some insights on language barriers. It stifles me to inaction. It's awkward. I'm in Russia and speak very little Russian.
If you're in that situation, then what kinds of phrases and words and sentences would you need to learn to where you can tell a Russian woman how beautiful you think she is, or how intoxicating she is to look at, or how gorgeous her eyes are, or how much you love her smile and the sound of your voice or her voice? Anything that kind of get the conversation started, but it would be helpful if she also spoke English. So, like when I've dated women that speak other languages, they always, every single one of them spoke English. I personally would not, I've talked to some women from overseas that got some pretty strong accents, but you got to be able to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're living there, I mean, that's the best way to learn Russian.
You got to. You're in their country.
Yeah, you got the Duolingo is a great app that you can use for that. And when you're free, you have free time, you should be obsessing over trying to learn as much Russian as you can so you can get by. Just sitting around going, oh yeah, I don't speak the language. What am I going to do? It's like you got to participate in your own rescue. So get out there and learn it. Learn the language. You're there. That's immersing yourself is the best way to do it. Or you could, Donovan Bradley suggested, use a translator app or a Russian English dictionary. You can speak into like Google
Mm-hmm.
and then say it to each other like that. You can kind of make a game out of it.
They have the earbuds now that translate too. Didn't
can
you
do that
buy
too.
your mom one? The earbuds? Or was it a translator thing because they were going somewhere?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, I thought you got her one like the Christmas before last. How to maintain relationship when away for a while for work?
Well, if you're in a relationship and you're following what's in the book, the girl should be in love with you and always contacting you multiple times a day. So if you're away, then you should at least do one date, maybe, in your serious relationship, at least 1 or 2 dates a week, just digitally. Maybe you got kids or whatever, so you're going to have to stay in contact, but you should make some time to just sit down, be present with your girlfriend or your wife, have a glass of wine or coffee or tea or whatever if you're not a drinker, and it's like a virtual digital date where you guys can both have food and you can eat dinner together as if you were at a dinner table together.
I did that.
Yeah, the difference is she's somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And because that shows you care and you're present with her and you want to hear what she's got to say, and she should be doing most of the talking, and maybe 20 to 30% of the talking is done by you, because in that, that way you're giving her time to bond and connect and be present with her. And so I would do that. Like I said, probably, it depends on how much free time you have. If you're like 2 weeks and you're stuck in a hotel, it'd probably be nice to chat with your girl. And if you got kids, well, of course they're going to want to talk every night. And so you'll probably be doing a video call every night with the kids, and they'll want to see what you're doing. But if it's somebody you're just dating, there's no kids involved or whatever, I would say at least once or twice a week, just have a date where the two of you, especially like when you're back home, if she's always with you and you're always with her, she's going to not be okay with just talking once a week at that point. She's going to probably want to talk several times. And usually what happens is they FaceTime you when you're available. But it'd be nice to at least one kind of formal date a week where you sit down, you have dinner, and you have drinks together, and as if you were on a date in person until you return. So I used to handle flaky behavior well, but over years of dating, I tend to get more annoyed. That's a bad way to go. Don't do it. When I see that flaky text or signs of low interest. Any advice for getting back to that more centered, carefree place? Well, it's repulsive and it dries women up. So it's not going to help you be attractive. So you have to learn to be okay with it. And so you're just going to have enough of these kinds of events happen to where you want to blow your fucking top and you want to get upset and you want to get angry and you want to punch the wall or whatever. And you're just going to have to breathe and be okay with it and suck it up and let it roll off your back like water rolls off a duck's back. It is an art. It's something that when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I was not very calm about that shit. It would drive me crazy. But once I realized and saw the damage that it does and how much it turns a woman off and how it doesn't make her feel safe because masculinity is calm, it's like you can't do it. If you want your girl to be attracted to you or women in general, you can't freak out and lose your top over it. And at the end of the day, you're looking for somebody who makes a mutual effort. If the girl's not making a mutual effort and she's flaky, well, give her the gift of missing you. Maybe you should match and mirror that action. Because where guys get upset is when the woman is not showing the same interest, then they get butthurt about it. And they start trying to fix it. And what happens is you come off as smothering and insecure and needy and neurotic, which again drives women up. So do things that make them wet and excited for you. And if the girl that you like is not getting wet and excited for you, then go find one who is. You have to disengage with women that are not making a mutual effort. That is a self-loving thing to do. If she don't want you, then go find somebody else. Because who knows? Maybe that girl sees you with somebody who's really hot and she goes from not giving a shit to going out of her way to try to seduce you. I remember, I've used this example over the years. I remember one time one of the girls that I worked with, she wanted me to meet one of her girlfriends. And she was seeing and hooking up with one of the other guys in the office, and so we went out on like a double date kind of thing. And I didn't think the girl was. She was kind of a butterface, to be honest with you. She had a nice body, everything was nice, butterface. And we get introduced, and she's sitting down across from me. I think we went to have some sushi downtown Orlando, and we had a VIP table at Taboo later, which was John Morgan's place that he had back in the day with Howie from the Backstreet Boys, and I think Mark Nejame as well. I think he was an investor in that back in the day. It's like 25 years ago. But we go there, and I'm taking everybody to dinner, and so this girl's just kind of being a bitch and kind of snotty, and I'm just thinking to myself, I didn't say this to her, but in my mind I'm like, you're not fucking even remotely hot enough to have this kind of an attitude. And so after we got finished, it's like I was kind of walking in front with my friend, and the girls were kind of behind us. And then we went up Taboo, the VIP, through the velvet rope, whole 9 yards. We had a table for, I don't know, like 10 or 12. And a bunch of other, friends were there. We had some girls that we knew were there. There may have been some strippers that we invited because one of my friends liked to date the titty dancers, and one of them was kind of sweet on me. And so we sat down. I didn't even really look in this other girl's direction the whole night, and so we're hanging out and everybody's having a good time, and so there's always girls around, and I like I said, I didn't even look in this girl's direction anymore because there were prettier girls there. And then I don't know, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, she came up and whispered in my ear, and she said, "Is there some place that we can go and be alone?" And I said, "Okay." I paid the check, and we went back to my place. So, and that girl went from having a shitty attitude to basically wanting to have sex with me. And the next day I was talking, we were in the office, and my friend, female friend who was dating one of the other guys that worked for me, she came in my office, was laughing about it, and she was talking to her girlfriend. And she's like, "Well, what happened with you and Corey last night?" She's like, she basically admitted that she slept with me, and she's like, "Why? Did you like him?" She's like, "Well, no." And she's, "Well, why did you sleep with him?" She's like, "Because he was ignoring me and not paying any attention. He was talking to these pretty girls there." I was like, so indifference is the difference that makes a difference. And if a chick's giving you a shitty attitude or is not appreciating you, well, go talk to somebody else who's cute and does appreciate you. because that is the best attitude changer for yourself and for the woman who's being insufferable.